Okay, let's look at the diagram. X-axis measures the unit of commodity consumed. So, how much unit of commodity you have consumed means 1 apple, 2 apple, 3 apple, 4 apple. That is the unit of commodity. While the y-axis indicates the figure of total and marginal utility. So, uh, this is x-axis, it shows the unit of commodity, and this is y-axis, it shows total and marginal utility. um, Shows that total utility curve slopes upward. So the total utility, that is TU, is the short form for total utility curve. It slopes upward, means going up, and the marginal utility shows marginal utility curve slopes downward. It's going downward. As I told, it diminishes. Okay. Marginal utility curve slopes shows zero and negative level of marginal utility. It shows the zero at some point. You feel like you don't want to have more that thing. Okay, if you like that also, at some point you may be like, oh no, I can't take it now, like that way, and it goes on negative also. If you consume also now, it will be like you will be consuming one or two, just for the taste, not for the taste, just to consume that, like that way. Various total utility curve shows maximum and constant total utility level. So total utility curve shows the maximum, at what point, at which point you reach the maximum satisfaction. That is at the point 30 unit of commodity at 7th or 6th. That time, at when I was consuming six apples at that time, my satisfaction was 30. Means I am measuring it in the number. So total utility shows the maximum satisfaction and marginal utility keeps on diminishing. Total utility and marginal utility of the very first unit of X consumed are the same. So whenever we consume the first thing, it may be a phone, it may be consuming means using the phone at the first time, and at the after 2 days you will be like throwing it on the bed, standing near the wall, uh, that way. At the first day you will be like seeing it like a newborn baby, and at the second a week ago, after a week, you will be like throwing it anywhere. So total utility and marginal utility at the first time it will be same. As the consumer consume further units of X, the total utility increases. So as you goes on consuming, total utility keeps on increases at diminishing rate. Marginal utility, what happened, goes on diminishing. It goes downwards, and total utility goes upwards. At particular stage, total utility reaches to its maximum. Total utility reaches to its maximum level of where it was. So where it started from, this is 8, 10, 10. After that it was 16, 17, 18, then 20, like that way it goes on increasing, and here it goes on decreasing. At particular stage, total utility reaches to its maximum and remains constant. So total utility at certain point it reached to maximum satisfaction and remain constant, it doesn't change. Marginal utility became zero. It became, at this point it became zero when it was 30. This is called point of, so that is point of, what is that? Satiety means point of maximum satisfaction. TU at the highest and MU is the zero. When TU is at the highest and MU is at zero, that is called, where you can see the line from here, that is point of satiety, that is maximum satisfaction you achieve when you consume an commodity. So when I get, if by drinking two Pepsi bottle, or by drinking the whole Pepsi bottle, I have achieved the point at 30. and the marginal utility became zero, because after finishing that one bottle of Pepsi, I can't go for more. If I consume more, it may be a negative utility. It gives a negative effect to my body. I may vomit after consuming that Pepsi. That is negative. After this point, any additional utility consumed result in decline in the total utility, while marginal utility becomes negative, because at this level I came to know I can't have any more. So it comes, the total utility also start to decline. I will be consuming, if at this point I was consuming 30, and at the second time after this, if I am going to consuming, it may be decreasing, not, it is not going to increasing. So when it reaches 0 point, it is going to reduce. Marginal is going to reduce. Okay. Because of that, the total utility is also going to decline, while marginal utility becomes negative. After reaching the point of satiety, a rational consumer should stop his consumption since the maximum limit of satisfaction is reached. We should stop when the satisfaction is reached, and there is no addition to total utility by any further increase in the stock of commodity. So once the satisfaction reached, I am not going to give any addition to the total utility. Consumption beyond the point of satiety transforms satisfaction into dissatisfaction. After reaching the satisfaction, if I'm consuming more, it will give dissatisfaction. It feels like that only, I don't have to have it anymore. Or next time, whenever I see that good, I will be like, no, I'm not going to have it. In other words, a consumer start experiencing ill effects of consumption. So as I said, your body may not going to support that, because it knows that at this point I am satisfied. After this, if I consume one more also, now I will be like going, something is going to happen with my stomach, or I'm going to get ill. So this is all about the relationship between total utility and marginal utility. So total utility is where it keeps on increasing, and marginal utility where it keeps on decreasing. And at the highest point, it arrives point of satiety, that is maximum satisfaction, and marginal utility became zero. That's all. Thank you.